are we normalizing? Or actually, no. I actually want to know, when are we going to normalize not letting people play with us in this day and age? Because I feel like at our big ages, right? Um, people tend to feel like they can do whatever they want and say whatever they want and treat you however they want and expect you to still continue to be their friend or at least be available to them. And that's really not how life works. So right here, I'm about to just let y'all know really what the deal is, because um on July After Dark, baby, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing and one thing only. I'm nobody to play with. I am nothing safe or healthy for you to play with. So let's tune into this episode, because my birthday's in a month exactly, and I feel like this is the best time to come out with this episode. So if you tuned in for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is July Summers Ellington, but you could call me July if you're nasty. And you're tuned into July After Dark, the podcast show. I need to know, when do we start normalizing people not playing with us? Because I truly, genuinely feel like people will play with you as much as you allow them to. So if you allow them to really sit here and play in your face, do all these things to you, disrespect you, and um not value you, and for them not to respect your boundaries, they definitely gonna try to play themselves and see how far they can play you. So at that point, where do you set the boundary? Like, what boundaries are you setting where you're telling yourself, like, okay, this is my friend, but I'm not gonna let my friend overstep, you know, this friendship, all because like you trying to give them a boundary. Like, where do you sit here and draw the line? Because I feel like once you draw that line, it's a thin line. Either they fucking with you or they not fucking with you. So at that point, it's like, okay, are you fucking with me? If you ain't fucking with me, then you not fucking with the boundaries I'm setting for myself. Because what I look like, if you my friend and you telling me, yo, you should never let nobody play with you. You should never let no nigga play with you. You should never let nobody walk all over you. But you're my friend and you're walking all over me and you're playing with me. How does that work? I'm not allowing all these other people to do it, but yeah, you're doing it. When that's not how this works. That is not how this works. So I feel like I've had a conversation about setting boundaries with, you know, your significant other, your families. How do you set boundaries with your friends? When or what situation could come about for you to have to set these boundaries with a friend? Because it could be anything. I had to set boundaries with a friend at one point, and it actually broke us apart. At that point, I had to figure out, like, why am I allowing myself to be in the middle of something that I don't need to be in the middle of? Snip, snip. I had to cut her ass off. So I set a boundary and I let her know, like, baby, I don't want to hear nothing that has to do with him. And she would literally call my phone, not even asking if I was okay, not even asking if I ate, not even asking if I was mentally capable to even hear her bullshit. She would just call my phone and let me know, like, yo, let me tell you what this boy did today, da 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 da. And she'll be like, yo, I know you don't want to hear about him. So why are you on my phone talking about him, bro? So at what point do you really sit here and set boundaries with people? That was the time for me to set a boundary with that girl. So at that point, I had to let that be known. I had to let it be known that I was sitting here setting boundaries, and she ain't like it. So she felt like I was hating on her. Once I felt like somebody trying to sit here and play me, like, now I gotta play. Now I gotta show you who's the real player.